hatched it out yet.
Which one?
When you throw a decoy, if the decoy is still visible, and you throw a flash down, and they're both visible at the same time, you actually don't get affected by the flash.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen it being abused yet.
It came up a week ago on CSGO Reddit, and I'm like looking at this going,
That might not be fixed then, actually, to be fair. I haven't seen
Hasn't
any
been a patch
patches
in the
rolled
week?
out. No.
In that case, yeah.
But to be fair, there needs to be a tweak with decoys. You see it on Overpass, you can now throw a decoy and stop the train, which kind of offsets a lot of the smokes and timing. And that just got like permanently banned out of tournaments. Like, you can't do that or you'll be disqualified. But anyway, Tweedy going for the double AWP effect here.
You see,
having fun.
he could just hold them all back from here.
Yep.
Because you're not going to run up the stairs. It's very difficult to get through underpass. And then he just has to rely on the rest of his teammates to get through. Looks like Spamfish is helping them.
Spamfish seems to take down his teammates a lot, to be fair. I don't know if he likes the others, that thing.
It's the idea of padding on the back. The problem is you do it with bullets.
I get it.
Yeah.
Get it. So,
Okay.
just hearing coming through, I believe Italy actually picked up their game as well. So,
yeah, they won one extra round on the T side.
Nice.
Yep.
So Italy stay on top. No, actually, no. That's the French.
Yeah, that's what. And
The French are on
Spain,
top.
I think, in last place.
I'm in Europe somewhere, but not in the right place.
How I feel in Germany.
Time is the call here.
5 seconds left.
Sonder's got to plant the bomb within 3 seconds. And Wrench will put him out of his misery. That it is 16-0. Tweet on your screen there, just taking his gunners off.
It just looks like another day in the office for him. Look, that was easy. That was easy.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a beating like that since I watched Brazil playing up against Germany.
I was scared where you were going with that one, but...
we brought it back in, though. It's all right.
Since I watched an old documentary of what the English did in Australia, like, I think we thought I was going to go.
We don't know. We're not
You never know.
What happened was poor convicts.
I kind of trusted Toby at the start of the day.
No.
No.
That's a really big mistake.
Yeah, but you're meant to be professional.
You got to stay on your toes.
Errors were made today, guys. Errors were made. Several.
That was a different F at the start of that.
Don't know what you're talking about there.
Stop it.
Stop it. Us Brits can't really take the funny jokes you lot are making. But yeah, we are waiting on the next game to start.
We can't take the accent of the British.
What?
When you do it like that.
What?
Like when you actually exaggerate your British accent. I actually find it absolutely hilarious.
That is my accent.
I'm lying out my teeth. I actually find the British accent one of the most entertaining things ever.
I don't know if entertaining's flattering or not. That's quite an ambiguous word.
It was very entertaining. Like, why do you think everyone sits down and goes, you know what? We're gonna watch the Foresight Saga because there's just this amazing English accent that comes out.
Okay.
And also, I like the guy who was the lead actor.
Didn't really answer the question there, Toby, but...
What was the question? What was the question? Please recap question.
Nope, it's gone now.
What was the question?
Gone. But your fill was perfect. For a caster, filling was second to none. It's just like, give you a question, ignore it, but I'll tell you a story.
Here's
Toby's
a story.
casting to a T.
It happened to a friend of mine.
They've not been the same since.
You know, they're making a movie out of that now.
Really?
Goosebumps. Get that in stereo.
Very intense.
Yeah, they're making Goosebumps movies.
I did see that.
Sick books.
Yeah. And that was the way it always started. Like, this story happened. Here's a story happened to a friend of mine.
I really thought you were going into the Fresh Prince rap then.
Oh, did you?
All about how, yeah. And I was like, oh.
How my CS got turned upside down.
Wow. Please stop.
The monitor switched.
Can you actually turn it upside down? There's like a keyboard.
You can turn it
shortcut.
sideways.
Oh, no, the keyboard shortcut you can do to like flip it over. Can you do that in game? I don't know if you can. I might try that.
Wait, so there's actually a keyboard shortcut that would actually turn your monitor upside down image-wise?
Yes.
Why would that be useful unless you're like a graphic designer?
I don't know. It was just great in school. We found it hilarious. So just walking around going, I can't remember what it is though. I think, I don't know if I should do that. We're currently just watching Mitch warm up a little bit, and the rest of the team join the server. Mitch, get out of there.
It's just warm up, mate. Come on.
That's not warm up. You're just, picking on noobs.
So what are we up to now? What are we doing?
We're just chilling. We're waiting on the next game to be set up.
What's the next game?
It's going to be France versus the Nordics.
There we go.
I heard it was France. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, you are right. Well done.
Which is going to be good.
That's it. I know to trust Mitch from now on.
This is obviously the top team for the day overall, right?
He's my rock.
And And you can interpret that any way you like.
Oh, and I will later on.
Literally my rock. Can you like cook up like a wonderful salad in the kitchen? Like the rock.
It's like, can you spell the rock's cooking? Is that what we're going for? Is that what we're going? Yeah. I could,
the rock's a really good chef.
I don't eat much salad, to be honest.
No, you're more of the tuna, pasta, rice, chicken.
Yeah. That's where I'm at. I have some
Do you go
greens,
for like
but-
salmon as well, or not?
Yeah, if I can afford it.
Yeah, salmon's a little bit classier, isn't it?
In
Pretty
Cologne,
up
it's
again.
super expensive.
Yeah, and they don't have lamb here either.
No, which is like what...
I love lamb so
In
much.
fact, on Australia Day, it's like you have to eat lamb. It's a
Stop bringing it
Aussie
back to
thing.
Australia. Can we just not... Every conversation, like, yeah, but in Australia we do it this way. Yeah.
That's for sure.
If anyone's listening right now, we need a delivery of 4 and 20 pies
420s?
to Germany.
And some VB.
No.
And some Forex.
No.
And some West End.
What is this?
Ginger beer.
Cooper's.
Bundaberg
Ale.
ginger beer.
Oh, Bundaberg ginger beer.
And Bundaberg rum.
See, look, these are fucking pies. Look, come on. You guys must know this. I look... I don't want to show...
It's got such a feminine top.
Ladies
What?
love fucking pies.
What is that?
We'll come back to that later. I'm going to print that out and just leave it on your desk somewhere now.
I'm glad my desk is in Berlin.
I'll be over soon enough. Don't worry. I'm going over there soon.
We have security. It freaks for you that don't.
Really? Is it just Zoe out the front just like waving me away with a knife? Just,
Piss off! Go away!
not again, Lauren.
Oh, you've travelled all this way to see... No.
Anyway, we are going to be going live after the next restart into this game, so it shouldn't take too long.
Joyful.
I pray and hope.
And it's Rust 1.
Yeah, back to dust. Again?
What's wrong with the normal maps? Why can't we play Cash?
Because we
Or
want to be
Inferno.
special and
Once.
unique.
We haven't played Inferno.
It's always a good thing.
No, because I think what it is, it's
You got to have some variety in your diet.
we're throwing back to the old days here, right? The scoring system and our map pool are both like 1.6, like
I
the way
remember
we're
back in
counting
the
it.
old days when
Like-
we were playing Dust 1 on CRTs.
I miss my CRT. I probably shouldn't say that when we're, with these great new monsters, but I
Yes.
kind of do. They were nice.
I don't miss carrying my CRT
Oh,
to
screw going to
land.
land.
that's
Oh, that
so
was
heavy.
horrible.
Yeah, see, now you like the new monitor, don't you?
Yeah, now they're fantastic.
Anyway, we're
Nice
live into
job.
this one here.
Are we?
Yep.
Nice.
There we go.
Team France versus Team Nords. GeForce GTX Challenge.
Well, there's your soundbite, ladies and gents, and on
There
the
you
T
go.
side, we'll be seeing Proxy, Anders, and Rendog going in for a swift little push here and actually working out quite well until Lane stopped them.
Yeah, and the bomb was left back in dark, but it wasn't a shadowy affair. The power of the pew was strong enough. And the T's take the first round.
It's good. We see Anders with 2, Proxy with 1. And apparently, Rendog and Proxy have been practicing their Dota
Oh.
as well. So
Is it
keep an
to
eye out
impress
for them.
Toby, do you reckon?
Might be.
I also talked to him before.
Might be.
They were like, we're thinking about running this hero. I'm like, don't do that hero. it's not the best hero.
So they tried to, improve, and then you mocked them, and now they're scared.
I didn't mock them.
Anders.
I actually just said, like, for the game mode, you might actually want to try these heroes. I'm happy to give advice to any person that asks you for Dota hero advice. I can even give you a combination that can easily be done.
What are your thoughts about Aghanim, Scepter, Juggernaut mid?
There is no mid in the mode we're playing.
What is
That's
this?
right.
There's the middle of the map.
That's right. No,
You can't start mocking about
it's
mid
not-
lanes, all right? You need to calm down.
There's actually no mid lane.
What is
There's the
this
mid
map?
circle.
Yeah,
Circle?
it's a
It's
different
a mod.
setup.
It's not normal Dota.
I'm very
Dota 2
excited.
Reborn.
I'm also excited with the fact that I get to sit back and watch you casting, so I don't get abused. It'll be Mitch. So it'd be really nice.
Why would I abuse Mitch?
Because you seem to just get in this habit of doing it regardless.
Oh, actually, to be fair, I've been spared for the most part.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's Australian.
And you're also, a lesser caster, so you can't really be expected to give it back yet. But still, Anders does find Link.
Carry on.
And Thake and Terracid going to be trying to stop this one with the curious fly up here, MP7s.
We have an ego.
That's
Oh,
right.
says Toby.
sitting here
Says
at the
Toby. Jeez.
Hey, I keep my ego in check.
To who?
To myself.
To my own standards, they're extraordinarily high. Anyway, 3-0. T-side picking up a hell of a lot of rounds already, and considering the French side were very competent
Solid.
up to this point. This
Solid.
is quite surprising.
Yeah, they were. I mean, Anders is, to be fair, the real different factor in this game. And he's the reason
because
why.
he got like 8 out of the 9 kills.
Yeah, probably. And the reason why that the French have only got 1 kill so far in this game.
You notice where Anders is going every single time too. Okay,
hit by that one.
okay.
Oh,
How awesome would it be if you could shoot a nade and it'll blow up right in front of your face? Like,
that'd be kind of sick.
That would have been absolutely hilarious and really more mechanically correct.
Shut up, Toby. Anyway, back to the game. Keep your ideas away from CS. We don't need that sort of nonsense.
That's a terrific idea. Like, if you shoot a smoke, like there was a guy. I was actually watching a tutorial on projectiles, and actually shooting things in mid-air. And I think it was the smoke you can actually shoot and it'll trigger, but the flashbang as well as the grenades will not. And the Molotov won't trigger either.
But anyway, aggressive play coming out from the French boys again. But Anders with the P90, it worked. Okay, so the CT side last time played a little more passively. They didn't push up in towards those dark tunnels. They had the M4s, and it worked out well because Anders kind of overcommits. He's a little overzealous with this P90.
He's hunting for kills. Like, it's all about the time, and if you can find these kills, you go for it. You don't care about losing your weapons. The bomb is down, so now you'll ensure that you can get this. Okay.
Oh, great flash, though, from length, and just going to be able to access the bomb site. Sees ahead. Oh, he thought he got the kill and switches up. That is such an error. So much confidence. And he just messed that up for his team.
Whoops.
Yeah, I mean, it was close, to be fair. Rendog was flashed, and instead of ducking behind the container, he actually jumped up, and that was where the head tag came in. So he was only left with a very small amount of health, but Lank walked in there with about 40. And it was a pretty decent bit of spray there from Rendog to clean him up. That's why armor is good to have, and so was a helmet.
Don't bring me back to the armor point, Mitch. You know it really gets to me.
I'm just backing you up, mate.
Thanks, pal. I don't do that. But we do see the P90s back in action. Not much armor to work with. Length does have some, but Terracid just going for that. Actually, a really nice nade to come through. Did a little bit of damage, not too much, but Fake is there and spraying down wildly. Needs to back away a lot more. They just kind of outstay their welcome. They kind of forget they can reset these fights, and Anders is allowed to once again just mow them down. I don't know why they're literally feeding Anders at the moment. It really doesn't make sense.
It's because they don't know where he's coming from. Anders, for the last, I'm now going to say 6 rounds, or actually 5 rounds because he never smoked the first round, is throwing a smoke right in front of the boxes at the first entrance of Dark. So you got no idea if he's just going to run through that and come out in the A side. And with the P90, you're probably thinking, okay, Anders is going to win against us every single time. And then the other option, like he did just in that last round, was where you threw the smoke and then you just ran yourselves out through the ramp area. So he gets control of basically, not both, obviously can't get control of both the bomb sites, but he gets control of A from the very, very get-go.
Yeah, his map control is quite impressive. You saw it there, Mitch, with the smoke, the flash off the back, and now he's left in a 2v2. Sure, he's a little low, but he can play this to his benefit now.
Yeah, he's throwing a Molotov towards the end of Dark, and P90s, they're pretty OP. They used to good effect there as well. And you'll notice here that the French are still buying up armor some of the time. So, yeah, the effectiveness of those P90s is reduced somewhat, but they're still incredibly strong weapons. And here at this stage, it's not a lot of money for the French right now, enough that they could buy up an M4, but he will have very little money if they don't win this round. It's very touch and go right now for the Frenchmen, and Nordic guys, this is important for them. They came in as fairly strong side, even if looking towards a shovel night as well. They definitely were backing themselves. They'll be definitely mid to top table team, I think, for the rest of the day.
They look so scared to do like the partial ecos, especially through and through. Fake will always buy up, or he'll look for something rather than just maybe a pistol with, you know, whatever it is and just play the sights. But Anders is making like work of this.
Yeah, it's too easy for him.
Yep.
Like, the 2 corners he checked first, he looked the wrong direction and was still able to find that kill.
It's not the margin that you normally see in games. It does kind of catch me off that he's getting away with so much, because normally it's that instant amount of punishment that you just don't get that little bit of slack towards. So Fake now, once again buying back up, he's just force buying this whole game through, and if he had maybe ecoed that previous one, he'd have been able to have the armor, have the kind of utility along with that M4, and actually been able to help out a bit, because you're kind of needlessly going aggressive here, and I'm not sure if I like it, but there we go. They're finally starting to play towards the side, and actually Terrace is in a great spot, just can't connect though. Really not having the aim to kind of support the brain there, but we know Lane can, and that's the first connection. Great follow-up comes out, and the third, no! Rendog sprays down and gets the kill, and now 1v1. The slow-walking M4 finishes that one off, but that could have been a beautiful little 3K coming in.
Yeah, they get something nice back for once, but it's still a rough run. It's still a rough run. Like, you're 7-2, 7 rounds for the terrorist Germans. It's, sorry, not German.
The sound bites we can make from this event. Woo! We're all screwed. I mean, the Terracer...
for the Nordics. For the Nordics.
We got there in the end. That's honestly the main thing. Just earlier on the screen, you saw Lank, obviously the hero for the French in that last round. And again, starts off nicely, takes